Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back for another great episode of Tapping the Tea. There was so much positive feedback from last week's video. I decided that we're going to spend another week in Procrastination Nation. It was exciting to hear so many stories about how last week's video have helped you, and I hope that this week's video will do the same. Now, last week, we tapped on fear of criticism. Hopefully, those blockages have been removed. If you're still wrestling with those fears, I suggest that you go back and follow the tapping sequence from last week until you've neutralized those feelings. This week, we're going to tap on fear of failure. Barbara Cochran from the Shark Tank sums it up beautifully. She says, "Stop putting it off. Procrastination breeds guilt. Guilt breeds depression. And depression breeds failure." Do you see that vicious cycle? We're afraid to fail, so we procrastinate, which only makes us feel guilty. Guilt makes you beat yourself up, and then you feel depressed. When we feel depressed, who the hell wants to do anything? So we procrastinate some more. It's really such a terrible, vicious cycle. Procrastination, guilt, depression, all together is a recipe for failure. So it's time to squash that procrastination. So let's get ready to tap. I want you to go and find a comfortable place. Maybe you have a special place now where you do some tapping. Maybe it's where you do your meditation. Make sure that your cell phones are turned off so that you won't be distracted. And I want you to close your eyes. And while we're taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths, I want you to think about a project that you don't want to start because you're afraid of failure. Or it could be a project that you started, but you're afraid to finish it because you're afraid of failure. And I want you to think about that. Think about how uncomfortable it makes you feel to finish that project. And put it on a scale of 1 to 10 and keep that number in your mind. So let's do some breathing and then we'll do some tapping. You can tap with your eyes closed if you know where the tapping points are. Otherwise, when we're finished with the breathing, feel free to open your eyes and follow along with me, okay? So let's close those eyes and let's breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. On the karate chop point. Even though I'm afraid of failing, so I won't even begin my project, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have failed so many times and I'm afraid that I'll fail again, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though it feels safer to procrastinate so I won't fail, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Eyebrow, I'm afraid to fail. Side of the eye, I failed before. Under the eye, I can fail again. Under the nose, I failed so many times already. Chin, it feels safer to procrastinate. Collarbone, then I don't have to face failure. Under the arm, failure really scares me. Top of the head, I don't deal well with failure. Eyebrow, I don't want to take a risk. Side of the eye, starting my project is too risky. Under the eye, I might fail. Under the nose, I can't afford to take a risk. Chin, I can't afford to fail. Collarbone, I'm too afraid to try. Under the arm, it's just better to procrastinate. Top of the head, I can't fail if I don't do anything. Eyebrow, I don't want to start this right now. Side of the eye, I don't know how to deal with failure again. Under the eye, I've failed so many times. Under the nose, Why wouldn't I fail now? Chin. When I fail, I beat myself up. Collarbone. Then I get depressed. Under the arm. Then I just procrastinate some more. Top of the head. It's just a vicious cycle. Eyebrow. First I procrastinate. Side of the eye. Then I beat myself up. Under the eye. I procrastinate some more. Under the nose. Then I feel guilty. Chin. The guilt makes me depressed. Collarbone. All because I'm afraid I will fail. Under the arm. It's happened before. Top of the head. It could happen again. Now take a deep breath. Let it out. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and think about that project again that you're afraid to fail at starting or completing. And think about that number. Did your number go down? I hope that it did. If you still have fear of failure, I want you to go back and I want you to go through the tapping sequence again until it feels neutralized. And again, like with any session, I like to end on a positive tapping round. So we're going to do that now. Ready? Okay. Take a deep breath again. Let it out. And eyebrow. What if I started this project slowly? Side of the eye. And I took small steps. Under the eye. I may not fail. Under the nose. What if I succeed instead of failing? Chin. Seeing small successes will motivate me. Collarbone. Maybe I don't have to feel afraid to fail. Under the arm. I don't always fail. Top of the head. I can accomplish this. Eyebrow. What if I really enjoy doing this project? Side of the eye. I don't need to procrastinate. Under the eye. I choose to take one step at a time. Under the nose. I don't have to do it all now. Chin. Rushing will cause failure. Collarbone. I can take my time. Under the arm. I can see myself finishing this project. Top of the head. I've got this. Now, take a deep breath. Let it out. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tapping with T. It's been a pleasure, as always, serving you. Please leave your comments below, or you can reach me at Teresa@healempowerandlove.com if you want any questions answered, or if you would like to schedule an appointment with me. So make this a fantastic week, and remember, don't just live your life, love your life. Bye.